Hey everybody, I'm back with a response to the challenge by Topps85401. He asked for us to show a video showing some of our favorite vintage cards. So I've pulled out just 12. I've got a really nice vintage collection. I've really been blessed to have it. And I just wanted to show 12 cards that I really like, really enjoy, spanning from the 40s to the early 70s. So starting back here with the oldest of the bunch, this 1949 Robin Roberts rookie. Just love the color on that card with the red background and that Phillies cap. And I do collect Robin Roberts. He's a great pitcher in the early 50s, late 40s, and then he had a career that lasted all the way up to the 60s. And then another guy I really like, Richie Ashburn. He hails from Nebraska like myself, and love the 53 Bowman colors. And this may be one of my favorites. I love the color in the background with the kind of the green dugout and the bat sticking out. It really takes you back to a totally different era of baseball. And then on to some Topps here, 1955 Topps. Great year for Topps, and one of my favorite cards is the Ernie Banks. This is a second-year card. But just look at the way that color on those cards is just really sharp-looking cards from 55. And then the last card in the 50s, this one's included primarily because Bob Gibson's my main PC guy. And this is a difficult card to get because it is a short printed, high numbered short print. And now moving on all the way up into the 60s. Starting with this Carl Yastrzemski. Once again, beautiful colors on this card. This Yastrzemski is a very popular card. And it was one of the first cards that I purchased when I started collecting again. I'm not a Yastrzemski collector. I have very few Yastrzemski cards, but this is one I definitely had to have. And then on to this Willie McCovey. I like this one a little better than the Yastrzemski. It's got the something about cards with the green and the yellow, like it has on the right there. I just really like that combination. But a really cool Willie McCovey card. And then a really neat card that's difficult from the, sorry about the glare, this 1962 Lou Brock. These 62 cards are really tough, and this one is in really great shape. Really nice corners on that. And then 63 Topps. This Willie Stargell's really taken off in the last couple years, maybe in part because of the popularity of the Pete Rose card. They're both high-numbered short prints from the 63 set. But Willie Stargell, a guy that you don't hear a whole lot about. He's not really on the tip of the tongue of a lot of collectors, but he was a great Hall of Fame player for those Pittsburgh Pirate teams that won a couple World Championships. He was a huge part of that. And then continuing on with the 60s, I'm going to wrap it up with the last four cards, showing this, let's see, focus here, this Johnny Bench from 1968. Always wanted this card as a kid. Thought it was like a holy grail. Back seemed like in the the mid 80s, Johnny Bench was more popular than he is now. His stuff really hasn't taken off, maybe even undervalued a little bit, but he was widely considered to be one of the greatest catchers of all time. So Johnny Bench, really cool card to have. And then here, this, this is my favorite card. This 68 Nolan Ryan, Jerry Koosman rookie card. Wanted to have this card when I was a kid. I never even saw it. It was so hard to find, or, growing up in Nebraska, I didn't know anybody that had it, and going to the local card shows, I never even saw it there. So just a really kind of like a cap and a feather kind of card where you can collect your whole life and never get something like this. And I bought it quite a few years ago. It wasn't nearly as pricey as it is now. I would not buy this card today. Just probably couldn't afford it. What would it cost me today? Then a couple non-rookies from 71. A great year for that. Let's look at this Thurman Munson here. This is probably, image-wise, maybe my favorite card. Just the image of him here tagging this guy out. I don't know who it is. Looks like an Oakland A's player tagging him out. And this card is extremely sensitive due to centering issues. This one actually is really nicely centered for a 6. It's a little bit... I guess if you're holding it like this, it would be left to right, a little bit off center, which is they're known for. But this one's really good shape. I think the only thing holding back is that corner down there, if you can. It's a little chip on the corner, which with these black borders. It's really tough. Right, black edges and corners. But a really cool image on that Thurman Munson. Really love that one. And then another 71 with another great image. The Nolan Ryan here from that year. Had this card raw as a kid. Somebody gave it to me as a gift. They had bought it for $5 back in the 80s and still had the sticker on the little penny sleeve that it was in. And it was in really good shape. I sold it to somebody for like $150 though. It was like the one card I sold, which was fine because like 2 years later my cards were all stolen from my home, so I wouldn't have had it regardless. So it was good to get this again. This is just a Nearmint 7 copy, but still a really cool looking card. And once again, I want to give a shout out to Nate from Topps85401 for having this contest, and then also for all the guys that like Mark from Kentucky, who's kind of new to this, to posting on YouTube. I've appreciated him showing his cards, and of course Ray from Philly. Always love it watching you, Ray, and all the enthusiasm you bring to the hobby. I appreciate you guys, and once again appreciate all the posts and comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.